Okay, when you picture Japanese food, what comes to mind? For most of us, it's gotta be sushi, right? But what if I told you you could get a plate of it for just 100 yen? Yeah, you heard me. A whole system dedicated to serving up tasty sushi for about a buck a plate. It's wild. So let's dive right into the incredible world of conveyor belt sushi.
Yep, 100 yen. That's roughly $1. And that's the starting price for a plate of sushi at Japan's most popular chains. You can just sit down, eat as much as you want, and then walk away with a bill that feels like it has to be a mistake. It's just unbelievably cheap.
And that is the $1 million question, right? Or maybe the $1 question in this case. How on earth is this even possible? How can a restaurant serve fresh fish for that cheap and still, stay in business? Well, the answer, it's way more complex and honestly, way more fascinating than you'd ever guess.
See, here's the thing. We're not just talking about a restaurant. This is the absolute frontier of food tech. It's this incredible mashup of super smart supply chains, AI, big data, all of it combined with this relentless drive for efficiency and cleanliness. This is seriously where food meets the future.
Okay, so to really get how this all works, we gotta meet the main players. In the world of conveyor belt sushi, there are these four huge competitors. They're often called the Four Heavenly Kings, and they are constantly battling it out, each one with its own unique approach and its own special tech. All right, let's break down these four kings. First up, you've got Sushiro. Their whole motto is delicious sushi until you're full. And how do they do it? They use AI and put these little IC tags on every single plate to track freshness in real time. This system is so smart, it helps them slash food waste by a whopping 75%. Then there's Kura Sushi. They're all about hygiene, with this philosophy of returning to pre-war food standards. They have these patented sendokun covers that protect every plate. Pretty cool. Next is Hama Sushi. Their mission is simple: delicious, cheap sushi, anytime, anywhere. They're all about aggressive pricing and keeping costs low. And last but not least, Kappa Sushi. They're famous for their side menus and were one of the first to have express lanes. You know, the ones with the little bullet trains that shoot your order right to your seat.
So the big question is, how does this super high-tech, fast food style of sushi really stack up against a traditional high-end sushi restaurant, the kind where the chef makes every single piece right in front of you? Let's really break down the two worlds.
Honestly, they're two completely different worlds. Conveyor belt sushi is super casual, kind of like a fast food joint, which makes it perfect for families. You order on a touchscreen, it's fun, it's entertaining, and because it's so cheap, you can try tons of different things without breaking the bank. Now, high-end sushi, that's a more formal, serious experience. It's all about that personal connection with the chef and getting the absolute best quality fish, which of course costs a lot more. The key takeaway here is they're for different moods and different occasions. One isn't better, they're just different. And look, we gotta be realistic here. Even with all the amazing AI and tech keeping things fresh, the absolute top-tier quality of the fish, especially for those really prized cuts like fatty tuna, well, that's still gonna be at the high-end places. Think of conveyor belt sushi as an amazing gateway, a perfect first step into the world of sushi. But it's not the final destination for a hardcore sushi connoisseur.
All right, so now that you get the system, how do you hack it? How do you make sure you have the absolute best experience? Let's get into some real insider tips that'll take your visit from just good to totally great.
Okay, rule number one, always order directly from the touch panel. Yeah, the stuff on the belt is fresh, but a direct order is made just for you, right then and there, and zips right to your table. Second, do not sleep on the side menus. Seriously, the ramen, the udon, the desserts, they are shockingly good, sometimes as good as a specialty shop. And finally, make friends with the pickled ginger, the gari. It's not just there for decoration, you eat it between different kinds of sushi to cleanse your palate. It completely resets your taste buds and makes every single bite pop. And hey, if you want some specific must-try items, here are a few recommendations. If you're at Sushiro, you've got to get the Tutoro. That's the medium fatty tuna. The value for the price is just insane. Over at Kura Sushi, try something a little weird but amazing, the shrimp gratin sushi. Trust me. At Hama Sushi, go for the salmon with mountain wasabi for a more, grown-up flavor. And at Kappa Sushi, the secret weapon isn't even sushi. It's the annan pudding. Don't skip dessert. Just a quick heads up though, menus can change depending on the season or even the specific branch you're at, so what you see on your touch panel is always the most up-to-date list.
Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So, after all that, which of the four kings is the right one for you?
Well, it really just boils down to what you're looking for.
So let's say you're all about the taste. You want the most delicious sushi and the absolute guarantee of freshness. That's your number one priority.
Then you're going to want to head to Sushiro. That massive investment they made in AI and data to manage freshness, it totally pays off in how good the sushi tastes.
Okay, but what if you're with your family, maybe you've got kids, and your main thing is cleanliness and just having a fun time?
Well, that's Kura Sushi's time to shine. Their Sendokan covers give you that extra peace of mind. And the Bakurapan prize game you can play with your plates, kids go absolutely crazy for it.
All right, third scenario. Maybe you're on a budget and you just want to try as many different things as possible for the lowest price. In that case, Hama Sushi is your spot. Their whole game is being the cheapest and having a massive, diverse menu of side dishes to explore.
And finally, what if you just want your food fast? Like you value speed and efficiency more than anything else?
Then look no further than Kappa Sushi. They were the pioneers of that express lane system, and their whole ordering and delivery process is pretty much the fastest in the business.
So the next time you see that little plate of sushi gliding by on a belt, remember everything that's happening behind the curtain. It's so much more than just a cheap meal. It's this incredible symphony of logistics, big data, and a uniquely Japanese dedication to service. It's just this fascinating sweet spot where ancient tradition and cutting-edge technology meet on a single plate. So after hearing all this, I've got to ask, what's your ultimate conveyor belt sushi chain? Which one are you heading to?